Welcome everyone, I'm Martin Tyler, he's Alan Smith, and we're going to talk about this match today from the commentary position.
Hi there Martin, yeah, and expecting big things here, there's a great atmosphere.
It's Vitesse against Lazio. Now you've got your chance to check on the lineup for the home team. Well, it's a variation on a theme, really, isn't it? What we're saying is, instead of a back three, he's going to have a back five, and those wide wing-backs, as we would call them, are going to be more defensive. I think he's a bit fearful of the opposition.
Does look that way, doesn't it? I know he likes to try and convince us that those full-backs are going to be radiant forward, but if they're under the cosh, I think they'll just sit there nice and tight to the three centre-halves.
Lazio and their lineup for you now. This is the way they like to play, isn't it? And it does allow them, with three at the back, to have two main attackers up front, which is a little bit unusual these days.
Well, you look at that formation and you could interpret it as being a little negative, especially if that holding midfielder in front of the back three doesn't venture too far forward, but an onus on the wide men as well to support those two lads up front.
Sebastian Mitre is our official today. Referee satisfied everything's okay, and off we go. Neatly intercepted. Daba. He's coming forward with some danger. Attacking team not happy about that offside call, but we can see it again here.
Well, he is quick, this lad, and he can afford to give himself another yard. I think he's got the beating of these defenders in a race.
Marco Parolo. Put away, but not out of harm's way. And a big clearance, out of danger and out of play in the end. Marco Parolo.
Well, I don't know who the lad saw there passing the ball. Somebody in the crowd, maybe.
Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Felipe Caicedo on the attack here. I think he saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going and read it. That's a brilliant challenge. Marco Parolo. It's going to be a throw here. Jordan Lukaku. He's cut it back looking for a teammate. And that is quite a wild effort at goal, although he got good contact on the ball. Dabo. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. It's a corner. Corner played in. Fine save he's made there. And he's not let the ball escape his grasp. Butner. Never on 4. Well, I like the look of this attack. Tackle goes in. Never on 4. Surely! Well, sometimes these opportunities can come too early, and maybe this is one of them.
Yeah, maybe just caught cold there. Wasn't expecting the chance to land at his feet and made a mess of it.
Back. Good position, they've worked this. Well, that's the keeper's ball from the moment the cross left his foot. And he's used his head there to keep his side in possession. Got on the ball in midfield, well read by the player in that part of the pitch. Well, they're in a good position here. And they've cut it out. Marco Parolo. Lukaku. Got the tackle in. Butner. There's good progress with this attack. He's cut that out well read. Challenges for the ball. Tackle is strong. Felipe Caicedo. Under some pressure, he shielded it well. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. That's a clever pop. That's going to run on through to the goalkeeper. Return pass. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. Foul against Lazio. Well, he went for goal, and that was optimistic, but he was quite close.
Wasn't far off, was he? Maybe the keeper would have got to it, but decent strike.
Excellent control in a tight area. Butner. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. Quick-witted and quick in his movement too to intercept there. Luis Alberto. Disappointed with that touch. Excellent pass. He can put them in front. They've scored, and they've gone into the lead. And undoubtedly deserved. They have been by far the superior side, and they really imposed their will on the opposition. Too good, really, for the defending, and the shot in the end far too good for the goalkeeper. He looked the goalkeeper in the eyes and said, right, I've got the win here, and he's got the goal to show that.
I love that kind of finish when you don't have to blast it as long as the placement is right.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Marco Parolo. He's had a go. Well, nowhere near. He was a long way out.
Yeah, I think that's a waste to try his luck from there. Talk about not panicking. The composure he showed there to place it in the top right, not whack it in there, was brilliant.
On the move and able to cut out the pass. Coming on strong and looking to play their way through now. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. Stop the opposition, gets the ball out of harm's way. Well, that'll be a throw. He's coming forward with some danger. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Has to score. And they have scored. And they do lead now by 2. And they've worked very hard for this. It should get them across the line at the end of the match. We'll see. Well, he gets the credit, and the credit was being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I think the easiest goal he will score this entire season.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Lukaku. Marco Parolo. Navarone 4. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Promising build-up until that challenge. Butner. He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Marco Parolo. Di Gennaro. Felipe Caicedo. Getting forward well as a team now. Excellent work with the tackle. Decision is a throw. It was a fair tackle and a sharp restart. And we'll start again with a goal kick. Here's a replay again of the goal.
And you could see that's what he intended. He had a little glance up and he found that bottom left beautifully.
Luis Alberto. Well, they're in a good position here. That's a wonderful tackle. And here they are on the attack. Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit. Oh, the possession squandered in a good position, and now they've got to get back. Now this is an interesting attack. It's a weak cross, really, not getting past the first defender. Butner. Trying to stretch the opposition, using the wider areas here. Hit in hard and low. Well, no danger from that cross because the defender can cope with it easily. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Well, that was a chance to really get in at the goalkeeper, running off the defender, but he's run offside.
Well, there was nothing wrong with the pass. If he could have just stayed on side, he was through.
Marco Parolo. And here, it's the goalkeeper's ball. Could be dangerous. Navarone 4. Good defending. Well, the team with the ball have got a problem now because the opposition are just sitting behind the ball and letting them pass in front. They've got to find some attacking players with some penetration in their passes. Butner. He could lay it off to the supporting player. Navarone 4. It could be a chance! It's rather skewed off his head in the end.
Yeah, he didn't catch it properly. I think he probably closed his eyes there.
He saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going and read it. He screened the ball. Free kick given by the ref. It's a straightforward save.
Yeah, that was picking cherries. He saved that 100 times out of 100.
Navarone 4. Felipe Caicedo. Navarone 4. Nice interplay between the two of them. This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking play. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Felipe Caicedo. Marco Parolo. Good reading of the play by the defender. Can find some space here on the flanks. Butner. And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in. Felipe Caicedo. Luis Alberto. Proper tackle that. Parolo. Butner. We've got 4 more minutes to play. Added time here. That's good movement forward here. Neatly intercepted. He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Marco Parolo can't keep the ball at the moment. Dabo able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Dabo. Navarone 4. Half-time here, and who would believe this scoreline? I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
I would be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal from him, good overall performance, actually.
Excellent pass. He can put them in front. Has to score. The second half is off and underway. trying to thread a pass through, but not successful. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. Can really get at the opposition here. Whipped in from the wide area. That's a corner. Not quite good enough so far, Alan.
That graphic doesn't make for good reading. He's got to do better, otherwise what's the point in having him out there?
Swung in from the corner. All peters out rather for them. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. Comes in strongly. Di Gennaro. It's a super pass. It could be in behind. Well, that could be an important moment. That would have got them right back in the match.
Well, they haven't had too many chances, and I think that miss could cost them in this game.
On the move and able to cut out the pass. Delivered into the box. Very good distance. Oh, he's going to shoot from here. Well, nowhere near. He was a long way out.
Yeah, I think that's a waste to try his luck from there.
Navarone 4.
Once he turns on those afterburners, this lad, there's no catching him. And although the pass wasn't quite up to mark, they cannot afford to defend such a high line as this.
Di Gennaro. Luis Alberto. Now this looks promising. Proper tackle, that. Stopping the pass getting through with a good piece of anticipation. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get keeper's ball. No question about that. It was a weak cross, really. Guiding the pass through. There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. Surely! You can only put it behind for the corner. Just looking at the tactics of this match, maybe this substitution will hold the key. That's going to run on through to the goalkeeper. Navarone 4. Well, down on the touchline, getting the details about that injury. Could score! Went for placement here, and not far away, but he'll be frustrated.
Well, when you're that far out, I think if you just get some power behind it, the keeper will have little chance, but he chose the other option.
Under some pressure, he shielded it well. Quick-witted and quick in his movement too to intercept there. Was good progress with this attack. In towards the near post. Oh, that's good defending. Luis Alberto. He's got some strength, hasn't he, to shield the ball like that. Navarone 4. An opponent around him, that's good screening of the football. They've opened them up here. Well, that's the sign of a top-class player to score like that. away in prime fashion.
Well, that's all about anticipation and just snapping up the rebound.
Different angle on it here. One team really on their game today, the other very off colour. Castaños. Well, I like the look of this attack. Navarone 4. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Felipe Caicedo. Marco Parolo. Here's a chance to attack. Luis Alberto. Luke Castaños. Felipe Caicedo. Di Gennaro. This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking play. Now, can he take them on? Great chance! It was an opportunity, really, but in the end, way off target with that place shot. And it's going to be a substitution now for this team. Felipe Caicedo. They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous. That's very good shielding of the ball. Well, that's relieved some of the pressure as the defender clears his lines out of play. Well, they're going to shuffle the pack a bit now. Marco Parolo. In comes the challenge. Dabo. That's a combination of skill and will to hold off the opposition. And it's real chance. Super reflexes from the goalkeeper. Navarone 4. Could be dangerous. That move nipped in the bud by the raising of the flag from the assistant.
It looked to me like the timing of the pass and the run was spot on, but on closer inspection, no, he was off.
Done well under pressure here to hold the ball as the challenge came in. Marco Parolo, neatly intercepted. That's a wonderful tackle. Gets his cross in. Defender did well to get to it, but hasn't really finished the job. Well, all credit for taking the volley on, but in the end, nowhere near the target.
Well, it's a difficult skill, and you get it off a fraction, and that can happen. It goes wide.
Coming on strong and looking to play their way through now. Under some pressure, he shielded it well. Lukaku. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Nice bit of interplay between these two. Marco Parolo. Felipe Caicedo. Attacking now. Miazga. Shielding it well under some pressure. These two have got a great understanding with their passing. They could pose some danger now. He screened the ball well there. Navarone 4. Butner. On the move and able to cut out the pass. Using his physical power to protect the ball. Guided on by his head, and they've got the ball still. Marco Parolo. Felipe Caicedo. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Ciro Immobile. Felipe Caicedo. Immobile. And he scores spectacularly. It's always great for the coach when the substitute scores, as has happened here.
Well, good finish, no doubt, Martin, but what about the play before that? What about the passing? Wonderful team effort.
Well, they were caught out here by this quick counter-attack against the run of play.
Yeah, I mean, they had to stick together there and come under a lot of pressure, but with the pace in the team, that was always likely.
(3-1) the scoreline as we restart the game. Miazga. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. And that's the way to defend, make sure the opposition can't get on the ball in that part of the pitch. Navarone 4. Tackle goes in. Felipe Caicedo. Ciro Immobile. He's aimed it in towards far too close across to the keeper. Return pass. Marco Parolo. Senad Lulic. Well, I like the look of this attack. And this is going to be a throw. I think the coach will be considering his options on the bench. Senad Lulic. And he gives it back to him. Well, can he get to the ball played over the top? He'll be in on goal. It's good play until they got that challenge in. Jordan Lukaku. Ciro Immobile. Senad Lulic. Here's Ciro Immobile. Shot on! Plenty of power, but not too much direction. Dabo. They're going to have to restart with a throw. Almost done for the team. Don't think for the supporters. We want to keep singing.
Yeah, I think a few of them will be out on the town tonight after this performance and win.
Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. Whipped in hard and low. Cleared away by the defender. Lukaku. Senad Lulic. He's just dropped back in, the striker there, to get the ball in midfield. Jordan Lukaku. It's a good cross. Dabo. It will be their throw. Well, it's one change, and it looks like it's a case of just trying to freshen the team up a bit. Senad Lulic. Jordan Lukaku. There's good progress with this attack. Marco Parolo. That's good support play from his teammates. Lukaku. Looking for teammates in the middle. That's an advantage decision by the ref. And now the shot! Well, you've got to have a go, haven't you, to score a goal, but the odds were against him from that position.
Lost his cool a bit there, I thought. It was a really wild effort.
Dabo. Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. And here's the shot. Hit it hard, but not very true. Marco Parolo, good screening, and he's kept the ball. Nice return pass. Here's a chance to attack. Here's the chance. Fine save he's made there, and he's not let the ball escape his grasp. Not a cross that's... Well, let's have another look at that, because it was a very, very tight call. They were in otherwise.
Well, when I saw it, first time of asking, I thought he was on, you know, but looking at the replay, what a good decision from the linesman that was.
Jordan Lukaku. Well, I think we can understand why there's so much added time with the stoppages. 5 added minutes. Dabo. Well, now they've got the ball, what are they going to do with it? Here's Ciro Immobile. Excellent work with the tackle. Chance to put it in the box from here, and they're sending the goalkeeper up for this corner. Corner's taken. Saw the goal and went for it. Well, that is a moment really to look back on with horror, because they're not going to have many more chances to cut back this deficit.
Yeah, what a chance. I mean, listen, it's late on, it might not have made a difference, but it would have given them a squeak of a chance, that.
Lukaku, played forward, a bit of menace in this attack. Put into the middle. Good distance to the clearance then. And it's come to an end here with the final whistle. Some final thoughts on one of the better performers today, Alan.
Good performance from him, and I think that was probably the difference between the two teams.
Excellent pass. You can put them in front. Dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good for... Surely! An opponent around him, that's good screening of the football. They've opened him up here! Well, that's the sign of a top-class player to score like that. Felipe Caicedo. Immobile.